What's up, Nets fans? What's up, Nets fans? It's your boy Mizzle. Yeah, I know, guys. 3-game losing streak. I'm not that happy. I haven't seen you guys since before the break. Happy holidays to you and yours. And a happy new year. Happy double deuce to you. You heard? You know what I'm saying? What we gonna do for the double deuce? That's what I need to know. What are the Nets gonna do? They are winless in the double deuce. Okay? All right? I know. We're all mad. We're all losing it. I know it's been a rough 3-game stretch, but I'm here to tell you to keep it positive, all right? That's what your boy Mizzle is here for. First and foremost, let's not get ahead of ourselves. You see the mic is in front of the building, so this mic represents Mike Ortiz is in the building. Shout out to him. So this will be in the podcast. I'm sorry it took me so long. I had to take some time off. I'm so sorry, all right, guys? I'm so sorry it took me some time to get back to you guys. We haven't talked since the Nets were off. They missed a string of games, and then they came back Christmas. I should have came back for that, right? But, you know, it was Christmas and stuff was going on with my family and stuff. That's what was going on with me. All right, now that we got all my business out there, you understand what I'm saying? Let's talk about some Nets, but before we do that, don't forget to subscribe, right? Don't forget to throw on your notifications and hit that blue like. If you like Nets content like this, and if you want this to get to more Nets fans like yourself, you gotta hit that like. You gotta comment. Say whatever you want. You know what I mean? I'll comment back. Go look at the past episodes. We're gonna put some in the description. All right, guys. We don't have too much time. I have 5 games to cover, so let's get rolling. All right? First game, Christmas Day. We had no KD. Was in protocols. We had no, who else didn't we have? We had no LaMarcus. He was in protocol. We had no Sharp, no Edwards, no Thomas. It's not like Steve Nash would have played them anyway, but I had to mention that we had none of those guys due to health and safety protocol, all right? And that was a Christmas Day. Christmas was very good for me. It was very good because we were able to win in convincing fashion, even though those Lakers tried to come back. All right, James Harden from the start, he looked comfortable in his hometown. You guys know he's an LA guy. You know what I mean? The defense looked good for the first 3 quarters. Last quarter, putrid. It looked horrible in the last quarter. Offense was clicking because James Harden was facilitating and taking care of the ball. He ain't turning it over that game. He had, you know, maybe some turns. I don't know. You guys tell me. But, you know, he was taking care of the ball. All right. James Johnson, Blake lineup looked nice defensively. Those two actually played alongside together, and it looked nice defensively. Remember, we were without Aldridge, so we needed him. Claxton was on point defensively again. We're going to talk more about Claxton at the end of the show. Claxton continues to impress. Patty freaking Mills. Oh, shout out to the Australian fan that I'm so sorry. I think you're from Australia. You told me how to say Aussie. My favorite, Aussie, not Aussie. You know what I mean? So shout out to him. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for being able to send that comment to us. We appreciate it, and thank you for the correction. So yes, he is my favorite Aussie. Shout out to Patty Mills. He is my guy. Appreciate it. Thank you, Patty Mills, for scoring that 34 points. We needed all of those 34 points. We needed them. Patty. We needed them. So thank you so much for coming out there and doing your thing. All right? That's enough on Patty Mills. Let's talk about James Harden. He continued to look amazing as he scored 34. James Harden was on fire. Offensively, everything we needed from him, he gave it to us. Lakers somehow, even though we were up 23, Lakers somehow found a way to tie it up at 1:15 after clawing and fighting their way back in the fourth. We look horrible. Defensively, we look horrible in the fourth. They tied it up, guys, but guess what? Claxton, we gotta give a shout out to Claxton, and that dunk over Braun demoralized them, and we got the win without allowing them to score again. Shout out to Claxton and that dunk over LeBron. Ooh, it was nasty. It was a nasty dunk. Shout out to him, all right? Shout out to CLAX. Like I said, we're going to keep talking about him. James Johnson, Ben Bree, Bruce Brown, they played great defense that game. Everybody looked good defensively except that fourth quarter. James Harden, he was stellar. Let's talk about some of his stats before we get rolling to the next game. James Harden, he scored 34 points. I believe he got a triple-double that game. I do. James Harden scored 36 points. I'm sorry, I'm lowballing him. 10 assists, 10 rebounds. He was 10 of 25, 3 for 8. We love that stuff, James Harden. We love that stuff. He was awesome. James Harden was awesome that game. I know a lot of guys, they always talking about how James Harden, how KD looked so awesome without James Harden. Guess what? He looked awesome without KD. And we were able to get the W. Let's move on to the next game. The next game, guess what? Guess where? We didn't have to go far. We stayed in the Crypto.com arena, which should be renamed to the James Harden Arena because he played so well both nights. And James Harden again gave it to another LA team, feeling very comfortable in LA. The Nets look good. Once again, we were without KD. We were without LaMarcus. We were without pretty much the same guys that I told you that we were without before. We were without him as well. We were without them as well. And James Harden had to hold it down. It was James Harden and Patty once again. James Harden and Patty. Let's get to the box score, see what they did. That was the first Clipper game. We're going to get to the second Clipper game. I know that one wasn't too nice. This is as excited as I'm going to get, guys, because after this game, we didn't win no more games. All right, guys? So I guess I got to get excited and give you guys some of this excitement right now because it's going to go, it progressively gets worse. It progressively gets worse. All right, guys? So let me find these box scores, but let's talk about the game period. Harden was a man on a mission from the start. It is clear that he wanted to show out after they retired Harden's number at his old high school. I do not have the name of that old high school. It's a weird name or something like that, I don't know. I couldn't remember it, and plus it was a while ago, so I'm so sorry if I don't remember it. Okay? Harden's burst and explosiveness is what I noticed in those first two games coming back. He was coming back from protocol. His Euro was doing it. He was in his back, his step back. Everything that he had before that hamstring injury was showing. Like, he was showing us everything, the whole bag, all right? The whole bag. Nets couldn't be stopped in the paint. Blake looked good against his old team. He even got a dunk over there in his old stomping grounds. James Johnson could continue to look good defensively. We're going to get to a little negative about James Johnson, but just in a little bit. Patty Mills once again was timely with big shots, big threes. Patty Mills was great during that stretch. All right, he wasn't. He didn't go for 34, but he went for 18. Galloway got his second 10-day contract, and he hit a three to celebrate. All right. The Nets dominated from beginning to end, although once again they struggled offensively in the fourth. They let that team get back into it. The leading scorer was James Harden with 39. The next highest scorer was Claxton. Claxton had it going again, 18 points. Claxton had it going again. Offensively, defensively, once again, Claxton looked good. 18 points from Mills, 6 for 13 from 3. He hit 6 3-pointers that game, and we got to talk about it because Patty, the next 3 games, one of those games he was on, but the 2 out of the next 3 games became rough for Patty, all right? 39 points for James Harden, 15 assists, 8 rebounds in his old stomping grounds, and James Harden looked good for that game too. Let's keep rolling. We don't have time. We got to keep moving. All right? Next game we're going to talk about is them Sixers, I believe. Came back. They came back to get a little bit of revenge. We're a little slow. So KD was off of protocols. Most of the team was out of protocols. Edwards, all those guys. LaMarcus came out. The most of the team is back intact, all right, for the Sixers game. So in my mind, I thought we was going to beat the Sixers. I thought we was going to beat them. I thought we took care of them last week, but guess what? They had something different in mind. Maxey couldn't be held. He hit a whole bunch of three-pointers, and he's not even a three-point shooter like that. He could hit it, but he's not a three-point shooter. He looked like Larry Bird or Steve Nash. Oh yeah, Steve Nash coaches us. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes no shots at Steve Nash today. One shot, but in the end, let's hold it off. Steve Nash has been doing a good job. All right, but yeah, he was on fire, Maxey. But let's talk about. I knew the Sixers would be salty. I knew that they would be salty when KD kicked them out last week. Remember, we talked about it. I was extremely happy to hear that. I knew the Sixers would be salty. They came. Niang was hitting a whole bunch of shots. That guy looked like he chugged down 5 beers before he came to the game. He looked so unathletic, but he didn't need any athleticism to wet those shots in the Nets' face. That's all he kept doing. KD really wanted to win that game. He had a stellar game that game. KD, I believe he really went at it to really try to win that game. His defense was there, but both Curry and Maxey couldn't be held. We needed Patty that game. That's the game. I'm telling you guys that Patty. He couldn't bring it out for us. I guess he was shooting blanks that game. He didn't have anything for us. I'm sorry to say, Patty Mills didn't have anything for us that game. Claxton still continued to look great with his energy level, with his defense. LaMarcus looked good. You know, I believe it was his first game back. He looked good. All game, everybody was excellent till the very end. Harden looked great too. Not too much his shot, but he records another triple-double. So if I'm not mistaken, that's 3 triple-doubles in a row. Harden was awesome. He was absolutely ever since coming back, Harden's been great. We're going to talk about him. However, Mills lacked defense for Curry and Maxey. He didn't have anything on offense or defense. And then that's when they started to catch fire. Maxey, Curry, Embiid couldn't be stopped. And now KD and Embiid start beefing at the end. They start beefing at the end. KD's in his face. Embiid's in his face. Embiid tells KD to get out of here. And KD's like, what are you talking about? I live here. This is the Clays. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about, Embiid? Get out of here. No, you get out of here, all right? I don't care if you win. You win and you get out of here, all right? You don't do that. You don't come to Brooklyn doing that. And I heard you Sixers fans over there too. That's the problem I have with this new fan base, man. We need to grow. That's why I'm here, to help it grow. Okay? That's why I'm here. That's why BK Netswork is here, the whole squad. All right? Let's keep moving. That was the highlight of the game. They beefed at the end and we lost the game. That was the highlight. Them beefing. All right, KD, I believe, had 33 points. He was the leading scorer of the game, but who cares? We don't care. All right, let's get to the Clippers game. All right, that was the first game we lost. Second game we lost. There's no surprises here, right? We know that we lost against the Clippers. They came into Brooklyn. We had no Kyrie. Obviously, Kyrie's on his way. We had no Kyrie. Guys, like I said, guys came back. We were pretty much at full strength. That's the only person I think we was missing. We were pretty much at full strength. We had all our guys, but the guys didn't look engaged from the start. KD had that to say in the post-game press conference, but even him, I don't know what he talking about. Even him, because the KD I know does not let the Clippers score 40 points in the fourth. You know, he just looked like there was a play there that James Harden was trying to get it to KD, and KD just let it go out of bounds. He did not look engaged. Once again, Claxton looked engaged. James Harden looked engaged. You know, James Harden was doing this thing. James Harden looked engaged. Claxton looked engaged. But KD, for some reason, did not look engaged, man. He did not look engaged. Harden looked great for that game as well. Not too much defensively, especially in the end, but, Harden was cooking, man. Harden was cooking. I don't know if KD was mad at Harden or his teammates, but Harden was cooking. As far as I know, Harden was cooking that game, and I'm going to get the box score to let you know how much exactly he had in that particular game. Harden looked good. KD looked good too, but he struggled with his shot. KD does not, KD is a efficiency god. Okay, we know that. He is super, super highly efficient. So when we see KD, shoot certain percentages, we're like, we got to expect it. He's not perfect, guys, right? He's not perfect. So we got to expect some bad shooting from KD here and there. He shot bad against Memphis as well. All right, let's see. We got the box score right in front of me. Kevin Durant shot 11 for 24, just a shade under 50. That's not KD. 2 for 6 from downtown, that's not KD. Harden didn't shoot too well, 9 for 22, but we 3 for 11 from downtown, but he got another triple-double. That's his 4th triple-double in a row. 34, 13 assists, 12 rebounds. Harden was that's why I said he was excellent. And KD had 28. That's pedestrian for KD. You averaged 29. You know what I mean? You averaged 29. So I don't know what happened. 40 points they give up in that 4th, and the Clippers were able to come back and beat us, and KD wasn't happy about it at all. He talked about it in the press conference. Neither was I, neither was Nets Nation. Nets Nation was ready to lose it. Trust me. I look at Twitter, I look at the chats. You guys act like, oh, Nash needs to get fired, and a whole bunch of complaints. Cut it out. All right? At that point, I believe that's when we relinquish the top spot for the East. And let's move to the last game, which was last night against Memphis. Guys. I don't have anything really great to tell you guys about that game. James Harden, everybody looked okay in the beginning. In the beginning of the game, I thought it was going to be, they started off slow. But everybody looked, like they would be able to hold it down by halftime. But no, that was not the case. That was not the case at all. By halftime, as soon as halftime got together, the Memphis Grizzlies blew us out. Desmond Bane was terrorizing. What's his name? Bembry and Bruce Brown. He was terrorizing them. And then guess what? By the third quarter, 18 points from John Morant plus a crazy dunk. I'm not putting that highlight up there. We're not Grizzlies fans over here, so I'm not. But you guys check the highlight on your own. A crazy dunk. That's what he had. And by the third quarter, the Nets couldn't do anything. Messed up my prize picks, because they was on their way. And by third quarter, they just lose it. They allowed this team to score 40 points. I know the Memphis Grizzlies are good, but 40 points, guys, I'm sorry. All right, and that's it. Nash pulls all his starters out in the 4th. The young boys come to play. And they make it respectable. They give something for the fans to root for. The young boys finally get some burn. Cam Thomas comes out there. Day'Ron Sharpe uses all the fouls he possibly can. Well, he was shy one. He didn't get fouled out, but he played 9 minutes and got 5 fouls. I don't know how he did that. But that just goes to show you he was playing hard. David Duke Jr., he looked great. And I believe we lost because AB was in the building, Antonio Brown. He made me lose prize picks the day before because he just walked off the field. I picked him. He was bad energy for me, and then he came to the Clays with more of his bad energy. I believe that's why we lost. The Grizzlies put their starters back at the end, and they closed the game behind Bane, sprinkles of Clark and Culver, Jared Culver. I don't know. That guy, he was just hitting his shots, all right? This is where we stop. Let's get to the closing, because we spent a lot of time already. All right, let's get to the closing, all right? Nets are on a season-worst 3-game losing streak and have relinquished first place to the Bulls. We are no longer first, guys. Who just won? The Bulls just won back-to-back games on last second heaves from DeMar DeRozan. Shout out to him. He's having a great season. Shout out to him. All right. They won back-to-back games on that. So guys, that's what I wanted to tell you, that so you don't lose it too much. All right. What does it mean for the Nets losing first place? Not a damn thing. Yeah, I know it's a family show. I'm gonna swear a little bit. Damn is okay. All right. Not a damn thing. It don't mean a damn thing for the Nets, all right? It's January. Relax. Calm down. We will be okay. We should have lost the Toronto game. Remember that Toronto game, which was on my birthday, which we won? We should have lost that game. We should have lost that game. We should have won. We shouldn't have won against the Sixers the first time when KD played with the with COVID All-Stars. You know what I'm saying? With our young guys. You know, we shouldn't have won both those games. So you see the game yesterday? Nah, that's not the Nets. That's not the Nets. I don't know what happened. You guys know that that's not the Nets, but we lost that one fair and square. Hopefully they have that in their mind for when they go to Memphis. All right? I believe that this is going to be our worst stretch. All right? This 3-game losing streak, I don't believe that we're going to see 3-game losing streak again. All right? Positives before I get out of here because I'm over time. All right? Claxton is a positive. All right? He's been hooping. Whether it's defense and offense, he's been hooping. He has been hooping. He has been the bright spot throughout this whole time. James Harden, too. He's been the bright spot behind this whole time. James Harden is back, people. He is back. The burst is back. Everything is back. Everything that we liked about James Harden is back. He's doing 30-point triple-doubles, 4 triple-doubles in a row. 4 triple-doubles in a row. And I promise you, if it wasn't a blowout last night, he would have got another triple-double again. All right? James Harden is not our problem. He is not our problem at all. He probably was in the beginning and we were still first, but this guy's back. His scoring ability is back, which is great because I thought that the league broke James Harden with their new rules. All right? So that's some positive. Patty's still Patty. Listen, he had two of the last 3 games. It was rough for Patty, but Patty's still Patty. 34 points one game. 34 points, people. You know what I mean? He's still, how many 30-point games he has? How many 6-3s plus games do Patty have? All right? So, relax on Patty. Yesterday was horrible. He went for, he gave us 0. He gave us nothing. 0 for everything, all right? But Patty's still on a team. KD still looks great. Maybe his shooting is rough here and there, but KD still looks great. You guys have KD on your team. Kevin Durant, you know who he is. Kevin Durant, he is on your team. So calm down, relax, and guess who? This is my last point. Kyrie is on his way. Kyrie, have no fear. Kyrie is near. And he might be playing against those Pacers, which we play tomorrow. That is the next game for tomorrow. We will be playing those Pacers on the road, 7:30, and that is the 5th, right? Today's the 4th. That's the 5th. Thank you, Mike. Thank you so much. That is the 5th. 1/5/22, right? It's a new year. 1/5/22. We will be going to Indiana. Hopefully Kyrie plays. We don't know. We will not be seeing Karras because he entered protocols. All right? Guys, I know it's tough. I'm not doing no chant. Yeah, I know. With 3-game losing streak, I am not doing no chant. That is the next game. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook. Follow us on, follow us on IG. Follow us on Twitter and add us on Facebook. I always make that mistake. I don't know why. Add us on Facebook, all right? We have content. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I don't have too much content on that IG right now because I'm salty, all right? All right, guys. It's your boy, Mizzle, and I am out. Have no fear. Kyrie is near, all right? Have no fear. No chat. We out. Peace.